All right, let's talk about something we've all been through. You know that feeling on a Monday morning? You're full of energy, you're motivated, you've decided this is the week you're gonna change your life. And then, by Friday, you're right back where you started. Sound familiar? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. Today we're gonna dive into why building good habits is so incredibly hard. And here's a spoiler. The problem isn't your willpower, it's your system. I mean, it's the ultimate frustrating question, right? Why do our best intentions, to exercise more, to read every day, maybe learn a new language, why do they just fizzle out? We get that big burst of inspiration at the start, but then something just always seems to go wrong along the way. This right here, this is a cycle. You start on Monday, full of hope, thinking, okay, this time it's for real. But by Wednesday, poof, the momentum is just gone. One missed day becomes two, and before you know it, that great new habit is just a memory. And what's left? Oh yeah, that lovely feeling of guilt.
So let's just give it a name. We'll call it the Monday morning failure. It's that sinking feeling that you've let yourself down again. That little voice in your head that says, see, you just don't have enough discipline. But what if I told you that entire feeling is built on a total misunderstanding of how our brains actually form habits? This is the big idea we need to get. The problem isn't you. Your failure to stick with the new habit, it almost never has to do with a lack of willpower. It's about having a bad strategy. Seriously, you're not lazy. You're just trying to push a giant boulder uphill when there's a perfectly good conveyor belt right next to you. You're literally fighting your own brain.
Okay, so let's tackle this whole willpower thing head on. We love to think of it like a muscle, right? Something you can just flex and push through with. But honestly, that's a terrible metaphor. It's not helpful at all. The real key is understanding how your brain is wired to operate.
Just look at this comparison. On the one hand, you've got willpower. It's totally emotional, right? It's sky high when you're feeling inspired, but it completely vanishes the second you're tired or stressed. But then, on the other hand, you have your brain's actual mechanics, and your brain could not care less about your motivation. All it cares about is efficiency. It wants to put everything on autopilot to save energy. And how does it do that? Not with brute force, it does it with simple, consistent repetition.
So, once you get that, you can see exactly where things go wrong. We can actually pinpoint why our best intentions fall apart. It really just boils down to two major mistakes we all make when we try to build a new habit.
Okay, number one, we start way too big, way too fast. We decide we're gonna go from sitting on the couch to working out for an hour every single day. Your brain sees that huge sudden change and basically hits the panic button. It sees it as a threat and starts fighting back. It's just too much. And number two, we expect to see results like tomorrow. But building a habit is a slow burn. The real magic is happening deep inside, in your brain's wiring, long before you see any outward results.
I love this analogy. It just says it all. A new habit is like trying to forge a path in a dense forest. One big, heroic 2-hour trek, it barely even bends the grass. You come back the next day, and you can't even tell you were there. But a short walk down the exact same route every single day, that's what carves out a clear road. That's what you're doing in your brain, creating a neural pathway. Each tiny repetition makes that path a little clearer, a little easier to walk, until eventually it's just the automatic way to go. So, okay, if brute force and big heroic gestures are out, then what's the answer? It's a system, a really simple, brain-friendly system that's built for repetition, not for intensity. And the whole thing kicks off with an idea that might sound a little backward at first. And here it is. This is probably the most important rule of all. You have to start ridiculously small. I'm talking so small it feels almost embarrassing. Your big, ambitious goal might be an hour of exercise a day. Awesome. But where you start, a 5-minute walk. That's it. Why? Because there is absolutely zero resistance to a 5-minute walk. Your brain can't even come up with a good excuse to say no to that. So this all rolls up into a super simple 3-step system. Step 1, as we just said, start ridiculously small. Step 2 is you need a trigger. You attach your new tiny habit to something you already do without thinking. For example, you say, after I pour my morning coffee, that's the old habit, I will read 1 page of a book. The coffee becomes the trigger. And step 3, you only focus on the repetition. Forget the results for now. The only victory you're looking for is just showing up and doing the tiny thing. Okay, but let's be real. Life happens, right? It's gonna get in the way, you'll have a terrible day at work, you'll be exhausted, you'll just plain forget. And this is the exact moment where most people throw in the towel. They figure, well, broke the streak, it's over. But there's a really simple rule to handle this. First things first, we have to absolutely destroy that all-or-nothing mindset. Perfection is your enemy here. Missing one day doesn't erase all the work you've done. The goal is not a perfect, unbroken chain. The real goal is just to get back on the horse as fast as you can. And that brings us to what might be the single most powerful rule for building habits that actually last. Never miss twice. Think about it. Missing one day, that's just life. It's an accident. But missing 2 days in a row, that's the start of a new, bad habit. So, if you miss your 5-minute walk on Tuesday, your only job, the most important thing in the world, is to make sure you get it done on Wednesday. No excuses.
You know, when you boil it all down, this entire system is designed to lead you to one beautiful place: automaticity. The goal here isn't to turn you into some kind of willpower superhero. No, the goal is for the habit to become so automatic, so baked into your daily routine, that it actually feels weird not to do it. That's when you've won.
So, there you have it. That's the system. Start small, find a trigger, focus on just doing it, and never ever miss twice. But there is one more piece to the puzzle. To really lock in a habit for good, your brain needs a little something extra. It needs a reward. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. After you do your new tiny habit, how are you going to celebrate that small win?